Hello, and welcome to Talk with a Hawk, an official podcast of The Signal, the independent student media at UHCL. In each episode, we have open and honest chats with students about different subjects. This week, we asked students about their experiences with midterms and any advice they have on those upcoming finals.
Midterms, you should study. Make a timetable, a plan, whatever you need to help you study. Get off the phone, get off TikTok. I should be studying. I am not, which is very horrible because I have really bad procrastination. But study, eat, sleep, take a nap if you can, and just try to spread it out a little bit so you don't try to cram it all in. Maybe just set like a little plan to make one to know when to study for like a certain hour, or just sort of plan out your schedule of how you want to do it. But study. I need to just study. It's easier. It doesn't cost so much trouble. Just study.
Well, midterms are coming up. That is true. I have a couple projects. Most of them are like projects. Like right now, I actually just got out of one of my classes, and my project is doing like a final proposal as a visual essay in any choice that I have. And I'm choosing to talk about the Hunger Games, which is actually kind of cool. I do enjoy that midterm a lot. I do have other classes that have like a final for my midterm, and there's other that is like this big InDesign project, which I hate. I hate InDesign. That's what my midterms are looking like. A couple exams, mostly major projects. That's what being a communications major gets you. A lot of writing papers, a lot of visual essays, which I am really enjoying, though I take that over a memorizing test any day. So any advice that I might have for other people is do not procrastinate it. Because I know everybody always tells you that, but that is the one that you gotta do, because I actually procrastinated some quizzes like three days ago, and then I found myself at midnight doing all of them in one short, quick way. I still got the full grade because I knew what I was talking about, but having to do 3 quizzes back to back instead of one quiz, I don't want to imagine what that would feel like doing midterms. So midterms are going. Whether they're going great or not will have to be discussed when I get my grade. But yeah.
So currently I'm an art student, and I don't really have necessarily midterms, but I do have projects back to back. They're very exhausting, but they're very fun. I like doing them. Good luck, everybody. Seriously, hang in there. This whole month, I feel like everyone's very tired, and I understand. My personal feelings, I'm very excited. I'm excited to finish it all out this semester, and yeah, I'm having fun.
Really enjoyed midterms. I don't know if that's a weird thing to say, but I like the idea of everything you learned is kind of put into one big project, and that you can finally show what you learned. I think it's more interesting than homework. I think it's more interesting than assignments. So I've always liked midterms. I understand why they're stressful, and I think people stress themselves out a little too much. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, because there's really no need. You can go out there and do your best, and that's all you can do at the end of the day.
I've got an exam this Saturday, and I've got a bunch of coding projects, and I'm so stressed out. But this exam is like an accounting exam, and it's like mostly memorization, and I can have a cheat sheet too. That's how you know it's gonna be harder than that's all.
I would say for sure prepare in advance to study or whatnot, because midterms usually falls around a time when we're very busy, like October, the holidays are coming and stuff. So definitely prepare in time so you're not feeling the rush, or it's too late to study or this or that. One time I was working with this, well, it wasn't a midterm. I'm gonna switch it up a little. That's fine. It was a final, and there was a misunderstanding with my group, and I literally had to do basically all the work. Then to top it off, once we were able to get into communication, the day we presented, one of the girls showed up late, and top it off, we were the first ones to present. So we were thinking, oh, we'll get there and we'll get a vibe and see how the other groups do it. No, we were the first ones there. We missed the whole section of our presentation, and we ended up getting a C, and I was really upset. I talked to the professor about it, and he was like, I can't do nothing much about it. So yeah, it was one of those things where it's oh, you just have to deal with it.
Some advice on midterm exams is don't do what I do. Do not stay up until 3 a.m.
the night before your exams. Be better prepared, and don't only study the formulas. Also study like the core word content of what you're. I'm speaking strictly for business finance. Don't just study the formulas. You're gonna need to know more than that. I suggest not drinking Red Bull. It's not healthy for you, but I did that. So if you want to drink Red Bull, I can't say you can't. Other than that, I hope you have a great exam week. Thanks, guys. Goodbye.
So for doing midterms, I would recommend making sure to get enough sleep before your exams, and then I would also make sure to kind of space out what homework is due at what day. That way you get time to actually study and be able to do the exam with the homework in mind instead of cramming all the homework in one day and just burning yourself out. Burnout is really a big problem with especially in college, so just make sure to kind of space out your homework, space out your study times, and even time to just relax prior to the exam is really important. It gives your brain a chance to just reset, and it gives you a chance to go into the exam more prepared instead of just burnt out.
So I'm a comms major, and that means I haven't really taken that many tests for my midterms. It's mainly been projects and presentations, so I guess that's pretty good. It's pretty stressful having to do research for everything though, but I'd rather do that than take a sit-down test. So I guess my experience has been pretty good so far.
I think there are different ways to do midterms. In some classes, I do an activity with students, like a breakout box. They can break out only if they know content for the midterm. Midterm is also a way for us to gauge how well students are understanding content. So it's an important milestone in general. The best way for students to prepare is to review the notes, PowerPoints, get a good night rest, and a good meal. That's it.
Thank you for listening, and be sure to tune in next week as we ask students that one big question. Is there anything you want to get off your chest? Be sure to subscribe and come find us in the Bayou Building on Thursdays, where you might just be our next guest.